Welcome to Smart Conserver.
If you have waited until now to buy your solar lights for the outdoor areas, then you may feel like they are not holding charge, as the batteries you believe may not be good. Buying solar lights for the outdoor areas is a great idea, but at this time of the year, if you are not used to it or you don't realize it can cause some bit of frustration, as the lights may not be staying on for the entire night or when the darkness occurs. But don't despair. It only happens to the solar lights where the panels and the LEDs are on the same unit. Let me show you what I'm speaking of. I have these lights where the panels are on top and below that are the LEDs. These are the ones that I'm speaking about. These are the ones that it happens to, and they don't stay illuminated for the entire night at this time of the year during the winter. You remember some time ago I showed you some pole lights that I purchased within the year? Yes, look at them. These are the ones that I'm speaking of. Remember that the panels are on top. So these lights have to be placed that the panels on top receive the sun in order just to charge the batteries. When I install the light shine for the whole night. Now that we're in these winter months, the position of the sun changes. So it was realized that one of the pole light that we installed, it was not lasting the whole night. I didn't believe it was a battery. As a matter of fact, because of experience, I know it wasn't a battery, as I'm used to my solar lights behaving like this during the winter months. What I eventually do was to elevate the light. Remember, it's adjustable, so all I did was to tilt it upwards so that as the sun appeared, it would reach the panel and it would be charged. It worked, but that technique, I can't use it for all my installed solar lights. If the panels are affixed to the LED light itself and it gets limited light, then it won't last throughout the night. If you are not aware, each day the rising and setting points of the sun, it changes slightly. At summer, the sun rises as far to the northeast as it ever does, and it sets as far to the northwest. Every day after that, the sun rises a tiny bit further south. So, if you take note of that in and around your home, you will notice that there are times the house is able to shade a certain area in the yard. But during different times of the year, that area may receive full sun and it's not shaded by the house anymore. You need to take note of that as well. If you plant in your yard space, you may place a plant which requires a shade in an area where you believe is fully shaded. But when the sun changes position, you end up losing all those plants as it gets burnt by the excessive heat from the sun. As you and I have no control over the movement of the sun, to get around this, what you can do is purchase some of your solar lights with the panels separate from the light source itself. The ones that look like this. Look at it. For these types of light, I just place the panels on the roof in the same direction as the bigger panels that services the house. Once I place a panel in that same direction, it means once the sun shines, it will hit the panel and charge the battery for the solar light, making those lights last for the entire night. And even if we should get cloudy conditions, we still have the light throughout the night. However, if in your case you don't have professionally installed solar power system and you want to know the exact direction to place those small panels which comes with the light in, just move the panel in the direction of the sun as you please. You will find the perfect spot where eventually it can remain in that position for all seasons. I find though that these types of light, the ones with the panels that are separated from the LEDs, they last throughout the entire dark night, irrespective of the season. For the dusk till dawn lights, solar lights that I have at the front, I have to be placing those in an ideal spot on weekends just to get the full sun to be charged, as during the week they receive limited sun. So please, don't feel bad that your solar lights are not lasting through the night, and that your lights don't feel that they're not good or that they need battery. It's just a movement of the sun that is preventing the batteries in these lights from being fully charged. And because of that, they don't last you throughout the night. Also, remember, these lights require 6 to 8 hours of constant sun. So if the panels that are on them receive only 2 to 4 hours, what do you expect? They won't last you throughout the night. Just find the right spot, or if you can't move them or tilt them around, you just have to accept that you're not going to get it lasting throughout the night. Or get some of those solar lights that don't have the panel affixed to it. Remember, it will last you throughout the night.
You have come to the end of another series. Join us next time for more ways to conserve.